Hey, namaskar everyone, how you been? Hopefully fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're gonna like it, and I hope you subscribe. If you already watch my videos, you know I appreciate it. And yes, we are going to do another adventure today. Where? Well, we're gonna do an adventure in one of the largest metro parks in the United States. That's right, Mill Creek Park. We're here again. And I was actually just enjoying the water and the rippling sound. And I'm actually on the artist trail. Now, if you watched any of my videos, I think last winter, I did a video on the artist trail. I did use my cell phone at that time, so it was pretty crappy. It was cold. It was pretty miserable because everyone knows I hate cold. But it was still fun. But when I did that video, it was primarily for the trail itself, and I started at the other end of this, and it's a real short trail. But if you followed it and you watched the whole video, if you can see, there's a building down there. I went past that building and I didn't talk about it a whole lot. I think I walked on the one side and showed you a little bit of it. But today, that's what the video is going to be about. I think I'm going to spend a little more time and talk about that building. And what is that building? That is the Pioneer Pavilion. Now, it wasn't always called the Pioneer Pavilion, but we'll get to that. Yeah, actually, let's walk down here for a minute. Let's go check this out. It's really low today. The water's really low. Yeah, if you watch that video, go on all my videos, look for Artist Trail. And like midway, there was some guy, I thought he was swimming down here. And it was ice, it was snow. So I still don't know what he was doing to this day, but I did say hi to him. But yeah, let's go take a walk down the way, and we'll go check it out. We'll get a little more detailed look at it. And in the intro there, I did say we're in the largest metro park in the United States. That is correct. So when I tell everybody that I'm at a park, don't downgrade it. This is on a grand scale, this park. It's not one of those local ball field parks. That's a cool tree. Look at that. It fell down. It's a little cold out, but it's still not winter, so I figured I'd come out here and do a little small hike and make a video of it. But again, this is called the Pioneer Pavilion, and this is the parking lot for it. And it doesn't really get that busy here, to be honest with you, unless they're doing a party or somebody's renting that out. Let's go talk about it a little bit. Wow, look at that. That's a big tree, huh? Look at that. So this building is called the Pioneer Pavilion. Like I said, it wasn't always called the Pioneer Pavilion. That's what it's called today. It's actually one of the oldest structures / buildings in Youngstown, Ohio. This was built in 1821 by Isaac Heaton. Now, if you're looking up any kind of history on the Heaton family, because they did a lot of the blast furnace designs back in history, and we will get to that in a little bit as well, because there is something we'll talk about other than the Pioneer Pavilion in this video. The Heaton family changed their names from Heaton to Eaton. So if you're going to search for any of that, you can search both those names and that will show up. You'll find some history about it. But this was built in 1821. This was originally a mill for wool. When that industry, it became non-profitable, they ended up using this as a storage facility for the Mill Creek blast furnace, which we are going to talk about. That's one of the things I want to show you, because the remnants are actually right over there, which we get to. And I was mentioning the Heaton family. They designed that, they built that. After the blast furnaces went down, this actually became a cattle barn, a barn for cows, which a lot of people don't know. So let's walk around and we'll check it out. Like I said, people rent this out, and they use it as a you know, for graduations, for weddings, whatever, because there's a kitchen inside. And that's one thing we won't be able to do. I won't be able to get inside because I am just like this big on YouTube. I don't get paid for it. So at 80 bucks an hour, a 5-hour minimum, I don't think so. So look it up. And maybe I'll be able to peek into the windows and we'll get to see something. But let's walk around. It's actually built out of sandstone, as a lot of buildings and structures are around here in Youngstown. Here's the back of it. Yeah, again, this changed over the years. It always didn't look like this. But yeah, you see this here? You see all these marks? You're gonna notice it all around the buildings. If you look, those are actual hand marks everywhere. Those are hand marks. These were cut by hand by people. I don't know if you can get in there or not. Oh, that's the bathroom. Okay, they are open. Bathrooms are open. Usually they're locked. Okay, so if you have to go to the bathroom, good news. There's the chimney. This has 2 fireplaces in it. But yeah, a lot of the buildings around here, most of the buildings, are made out of sandstone, and that sandstone was actually cut in this area. And I always like these kind of structures too. They just don't build stuff like they used to no more. I mean, they design cool stuff, but if you look at the historic buildings, they're just awesome. They're handmade. You know, we don't do that stuff no more. Everything's either prefabbed or you know, shortcut, which I guess everybody's trying to be assertive, but it just looks better the way they used to do stuff. Yeah, look at that. Just thinking, some of the old, you know, the other countries, they still do things by hand. So I wonder if there's anybody that's still held on to, like, you know, cutting things by hand or designing things by hand like they did in the past like that. I'm sure there is. But yeah, that's some sort of gift, right? To be able to do that. Hold on to history. Yes, and it is raining a little bit. If it was nice out, you could bring a picnic. You could sit here, enjoy the wildlife, enjoy the sounds of the birds. Yeah, again, all these are hand-cut markings when they cut the sandstone. How cool is that? Right there, Pioneer Pavilion, 1821 to 1894. there's a door beyond that one, so obviously we can't get in. This was actually purchased in 1891 by Volney Rogers for Mill Creek Park. And then in 1893, you get what we got here. That's when it was called the Pioneer Pavilion, and it was originally a dancing hall and dining hall for like the area residents. Now I have been in here one time, and that was for my friend's family get-together. My friend Paco, he's Filipino, and his mom was having a Filipino family gathering, and the food was pretty dang awesome. But the inside of this is really cool. It looks almost kind of looks like a, I don't know, a German hall, a Polish hall inside. It's like a lot of woodwork inside. I think this floor up there is high ceilings and beams and stuff. Let's see if we can see anything in here. They have this thing blocked so you can't see. I don't know if you can see in there. Oh, you can see a little bit. I know it's crappy. It's better than a cell phone, but you can somewhat see in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's not good either, is it? You just see me. I don't know. Can you see in there? Let me. Nope. So I wish we could go inside. I wish I could get in there for you, but I just can't. I always like this staircase too, and the design. This design's always neat. I always like that. Check that out. Yep, one of the oldest structures in Youngstown, Ohio, in the largest metro park in the United States. How cool is that? Ooh. Ooh. Ah, man, this is cool though, right? That must have. Oh, that, you know what that was? Never mind. I'm thinking that's a light. That's for water. There's the drain. I thought that was like an old light fixture. Yeah, check that out. That's neat, right? And still, all around the whole building, you'll see the markings. Those are hand marks. What do you think of those windows right there? That's cool, right? There's a fallen stone, which kind of looks like the state of Ohio right there if you look at it. That was neat. Yeah, it's a really cool building. And no, can't get in there. Always got to check those. Always got to check the doors. Yeah, they got them boarded up. Was that the bathroom or kitchen? Oh, that's the other bathroom. Okay. Yeah, there it is right there. That's the other bathroom. And is it unlocked? Okay, so if you watch my video and you want to check out the Pioneer Pavilion for yourself, bathrooms are open. Actually, you know what? If you look at that view right there, kind of reminds me of the Amityville house. Scary. but not scary. This is the Pioneer Pavilion, not the Amityville house. Yeah, oh, look, I never noticed that. I have never noticed that. All the years of coming here, I have never noticed that. Check that out. You see the face right there? That is freaking awesome. That's cool. I don't know if you can see it with the light. I hope the light shows up. Does it? Okay, yeah. That was awesome. There we go, a little better view. GoPros ain't that great in low light. But yeah, awesome nonetheless. Yeah, a lot of people come here too for like graduation pictures and stuff like that. So a lot of photo ops here to be had. And here's on top of the steps. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my lens because it's raining a little bit, so there might be some water spots. You know what? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see in there. You know, that's the high building, or that's the high ceiling in there. That's like the kind of ballroom area. I hope you can kind of see something, because it really is cool inside. And yeah, you can't get in there. When you rent it, they'll give you a key code, or they'll come and open it for you, but no, we can't get in there. Yeah, just look at the design of it. So yeah, when this was a mill, I'm not sure where it would have been, but there was no power back then. There was actually a water wheel that produced the power for the mill. So they say on the west end, so I'm assuming it would have to be over there somewhere, because that's where the river is. It would have had to be over there somewhere close, I would imagine. So let's go back over here, and I want to show you remnants of something, and then maybe just maybe we'll go take a walk in that direction over there, and I'll show you there's a waterfall over there. And in that video, if you watch the video, I actually went up there and walked on the other side. And if you keep walking and walking and walking, there's a waterfall that's right over there. I was on that side of it. Today, maybe I'll take you on this side, and we'll go check it out. Yeah, look at that. I can never get enough of these old buildings. Now, so we know it was a mill for wool. And then I said, well, I didn't say, but the whole reason that that mill stopped is it just wasn't profitable. So they ended up making this a storage unit for the Mill Creek furnace. And I am going to show you the remnants of that furnace right over here. It's pretty cool. There's not much left of it, but it was, I believe, in the late 20s, early 30s that this was built. And this was the first blast furnace in Youngstown. And I know what you're thinking. You're going to be like, well, hold on, is that right? Because I thought the Hopewell furnace was the first blast furnace in Youngstown. No, 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 no. Mill Creek furnace was the first blast furnace in Youngstown. The Hopewell furnace might have been one of the first in the area in Mahoning County. But the Hopewell furnace is in Poland, Ohio. And yes, I did do a video on the Hopewell furnace trail, so you can check that one out as well. But here is the remnants of the Mill Creek furnace. And I told you this was originally fueled by charcoal. And if you can imagine this as a whole, this would have had a 30-foot stack to it. So just think, you have the mill running over there, and then you have the furnace over here. That would have been a really cool sight. And again, all the early furnaces were designed and built by the Heaton family. And what did I tell you about the Heatons? Right, Eaton. So Heaton or Eaton. So if you're looking up history, both those names will work. There's a little squirrel up there. These squirrels are going crazy because it's winter time. I don't know if you can see it. I hear him. He's up in there. See him? There he goes. Now in the 1840s, this was redesigned to burn coal. So it went from charcoal to coal, and I think per day, this put out 3 to 4 tons of iron. So that's pretty dang good. I try to imagine what this would look like, because look, just look at the diameter of it. That's awesome. There's that squirrel again up there. But this furnace seen its last blast days, I believe, in the late 40s to early 50s. And that's the 1840s, 1850s. So yeah, there you have it. And I guess you could go over in there if you wanted to and walk in it, but it looks pretty brutal over there, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, Mill Creek Furnace. Designed and built by the Heaton family. You know what, here's actually a sign over here. I tell you all this history, and then I go to the signs to see if I was right. So, I'm going to do that. And what do I tell you all the time? Pause the video and read. And then here's the other one of the Pioneer Pavilion. Stop the video and read. And then you tell me if my history was right. We'll see how good I was, because I actually I don't read those before I do my videos. Maybe I'll try that one time and see how that goes. I told you I'd go check out this waterfall. Let's take a short walk. So what do you think? Pretty cool, right? I like history, so but I wanted to put some emphasis on the Pioneer Pavilion in this video. That's why I wanted to make this video, because I was watching some of my older videos this morning, and I was like, you know what? I just pretty much kind of walked right past that without really talking about it. So there we have it. Little small adventure talking about the structure here known as the Pioneer Pavilion. And again, that that video was done with the cell phone, so it lacks some quality. Windows up there. Boy, I wish we could have got inside there. That would have been great. But like I said, if you want to rent it, I believe it's like 80 or 80 something an hour, but there's a 5-hour minimum, so we're not going to do that. Yeah, there's the, can you picture that? Is a working mill? I can see it as a mill. The only thing I don't see it as is, I just can't picture it in my head, is a cow barn. But talking into 1800s, so I guess, you know, this whole area would have been a lot different. Look at that. Pioneer Pavilion. Now in the summertime, it's a real nice view with, you know, with all the green and flowers going around, but still a pretty cool view in the cold, wet weather. I don't know. It's every time I've been doing these videos lately, it's been wet and rainy. So let's walk over here. Got to watch for cars coming around down this bend over here. There's the waterfall. Look at that. Let's go down there. You want to go check it out? Let's go check it out. I'll try not to slip. That looks like it got higher, or I just got older and my bones got more brittle. I don't know. Oh yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, watch my video. I went over there and I walked up that trail. So we'll do a little something different today. This was always a favorite spot of mine over here. How cool is that, huh? Oh, slippery rocks. And it's cool whenever you get close to these waterfalls, you can feel that rush of wind. But yeah, look at this. You can get super close up here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do for you. We're going to get real close to this waterfall. Look at all the names engraved. I always wonder, you know, like here, Renee and Joe, 1995. I wonder if Renee and Joe are still together. That's awesome, right? Look, there's a little mushroom right there. Yeah, it's chilly. It is chilly today. Hey, look, a tennis ball. Look at the stuff you can find. Look at the cool stuff you can find. That's awesome. The foam. Told you can get really close up here. You just got to be careful on the rocks. All right, milk crate. Somebody might have been sitting there taking some pictures because this would be a real cool view right here to do some long exposure. Actually, I've done that. Even though the dam is man-made, it's still pretty cool. Look at that. And on the other side of this dam is Lake Cohasset. And you know what? I was gonna walk up that way. Let me see, can we? We might be able to. You wanna try to walk up that way? Oh boy. Look at them trees right there. That's cool. That's awesome, right? All right. Try to get up here without falling. I think we can. I think we can. We did it. I feel like Rocky climbing them steps. And there's Lake Cohasset right there. And this trail, if you parked at the Pioneer Pavilion, actually if you parked way on the other side by the lily pond, you can take the artist trail, walk the artist trail, come to the Pioneer Pavilion, walk across the street, walk over that side, and you can go all around this lake. You actually end up by the Silver Bridge, aka Cinderella Bridge, and you can make a big loop. I mean, it'll be a pretty long hike, so you would want to take some water, but a well worth hike. And there's a lot of off-branch trails that you could take as well. So, you know, summertime or springtime comes around, you want to do a long hike, that's one you definitely want to do. That's an awesome view, man. That is a really awesome view. And that log's been there for a long time. I guess they're waiting for it to actually dislodge itself. Man. And this lake was built in 1897. This is the oldest of the lakes in Mill Creek Park, Lake Cohasset. And we're not going to go no further than this. I just wanted to show you what was on the other side of the dam. But look at that trail. Man, is that view awesome or what? You know, whether you're by yourself or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids or whatever, ain't nothing better than just a quiet hike. Especially now, you hear the leaves. You hear the leaves under your feet. You got the water, you got the rippling effect, you got the wildlife. Man, it's awesome. Look at that view. That's awesome. That is cool. And look at that view. Everywhere you turn around in the park, there's a view. How crazy is that? It's awesome. You definitely want to make Mill Creek Park a destination for hiking. And now Lake Cohasset, I think you can fish it. I'm like 99.9% sure you can fish in Lake Cohasset. There's no boating or anything. You can't, you know, canoe or paddle boat or whatever, but you can fish. Never get enough of that view. Right there, look at that. Love that sound. So yeah, that was pretty much the video that I wanted to make today. I wanted to give you a little bit of more detail than what I did on the first video, which was just for the artist trail. I just made a small drive-by, if you will, of Pioneer Pavilion. See what I say? People come down this hill. She wasn't doing it, but people come around and they just speed like crazy down this hill. So be careful. Be careful if you're crossing the street. Now, if you like the Pioneer Pavilion, now check that out. You see that view right there? There's a painting, and to my knowledge, it is still in the Arms Family Museum, which is right downtown Youngstown. It's right by the college. There is a painting there. It's called The Old Woolen Mill and Mill Creek Furnace. It's by Milton Stambaugh, and it was painted in the 1870s, I believe. It is a painting of this back in the early years. That's something you want to check out. Like I said, I believe it's still in the Arms Family Museum. And now, if you come to Youngstown, now would be actually the perfect time to come visit here, because the Arms Family Museum is having their Christmas at the Arms, where they open up the museum, and it's decked out for the Christmas holiday. It's awesome. It's worth the donation to get in. I'm not sure what it costs now, but it's definitely worth going inside and checking it out. And if you come here, you'll be able to see that painting. So just the history is awesome. Just the history is awesome. Man, that is great. Look at that See up in a tree, man, they're everywhere now. All the squirrel nests. they're just rummaging everywhere. So yeah, I hope you like that little video. It's a short video. It's a cold and rainy day, but I was like, you know what? I'm off today. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna show everybody the Pioneer Pavilion. So you're able to rent this if you're gonna have a dance party, a little swing dance party. You could even be having a square dance party. I don't know. You can rent this. A little pricey, but I think if you have a big gathering, this would be the one to get. There's quite a few in Mill Creek Park itself, and you'll get to enjoy the inside. So I got to show you the Pioneer Pavilion. I got to show you the Mill Creek Furnace. You got to see the dam. You got to see Lake Cohasset. Come out, get dressed, go take a hike before that dang snow comes. You might like snow. I don't like it. I used to like it back in the day when my kids were all small. I would love to build igloos. I would love to build that snowman, and then it can go away. I work outside all day, so I despise it now. But oh, I thought I seen somebody moving in that window up there. I told you, Amityville house. But no, it did look like somebody was moving up there. It must have been a reflection maybe from the car coming down. But listen, if you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm always doing these little videos. Sometimes they're an hour long. Sometimes they're only 15 minutes long. So I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next adventure, Fair Malenge.